tonight's broadcast. And then we'll go to L to Q. Next up is Crypto on Wall Street Live later in this broadcast. But first, let's start with those credible checks. Let's remember that they all have the same eligibility. These are stimulus checks for you if you made less than $75,000 last year, married couple 150 or less, and they're averaging about 18 months of beautiful checks across the board at 5 checks per month, fast stimulus. And let's look at those first 3 checks right now. Where did the first 3 stimulus checks, A, B, and C, come from? They came from Joseph Biden. The President of the United States passed the first series of executive actions which established stimulus checks A, B, and C. He did this in spring of last year, and as immediately as soon as he did it, it became a broadcast in prime time, a special report on LALATE. Immediately that night, members of the channel started getting stimulus checks A, B, and C. And they're absolutely wonderful. They're still funded, they're still law, they're for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. We'll go over A, B, and C in just a second, one at a time. Then came Congress. And Congress, after Biden, passed a series of legislative efforts that established stimulus checks E through K. And they're huge. And one of those tonight is even better than it ever was before. It got expanded by the Department of Treasury in a new statement Friday night. If you missed it, well, that's why you're part of the Purple Power community, because I don't miss anything. Then we're going to go to stimulus checks L to Q. But without a delay, let's look at how many checks we're getting on average. 18 months, $3,000 a month. 5 checks per month, fast stimulus. And again, all these incredible checks have the same eligibility. They're stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. Let's go into the first 3 checks, A, B, and C. Then we'll go over that membership newsletter. Have you become a member? Do it right now. Don't wait. The link is on the video. Join the channel. And then we'll continue to E to K and L to Q. All right, let's go to A, B, and C. Stimulus checks A, B, and C. These were passed by the President of the United States in spring of last year. And they are really wonderful. They are incredible. Stimulus check A is a beautiful $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check. How do you get it? You go into the video, join the channel, go into that membership newsletter, which we're going to go over in a second, and click the link and start getting that beautiful stimulus check A. Wow, just wonderful. Spella got it. Len Glenn got it. A lot of people have been getting this beautiful stimulus check. It is just wonderful. Stimulus check B is a great stimulus check if you like lots of checks. And I like lots of checks, don't you? Well, it's paying on average 18 months of 2023 stimulus checks. And not 18 checks, 18 months of stimulus checks. Because it's paying for your rent or your mortgage and all your utilities. That's upwards of about 5 checks per month. And that's upwards of about $5,000 a month. It's huge. And viewers are getting this all the time. Of all the stimulus checks in tonight's broadcast for 2023, this is the one that pays the most checks. We have a check coming up later in this broadcast that pays $500,000. But this pays the most checks itself. So go into this video, join the channel, become a member, get that beautiful purple hawk emoji behind your name, and start getting stimulus check B. Stimulus check C is the third one from Joe Biden in last year's executive actions. It's for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And it's just wonderful. In that membership newsletter, after you join, it tells you it's stimulus check C, who to call, what to say, and how to say it for these incredible stimulus check Cs across the board. And what kind of money can you get for these stimulus check Cs? Let's look at the success stories that can be your success stories as well. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Well, become a member. And that's what viewers are getting for Stimulus Check C. It is huge. Look at these beautiful numbers. Nisi, all the way up to Elizabeth, people are getting massive sums of money on this channel for over 2 years for Stimulus Check C. $50 million since this channel launched 3 years ago next month. And there's no more comprehensive coverage than anything you've seen here except on LA. The comprehensiveness goes into all the in-depth reporting on every broadcast of this channel across the board. It's so important to never miss a show because there's something always happening on LALATE. Then, what about utilities? Well, utilities, people are getting even more money in utilities than ever before. Len Glenn getting 14 months of utilities. This is a lot of money because you may have 5 utility bills per month. This is a lot of money. So go under the video to Stimulus Check C. It tells you who to call, what to say, 12 different places for that beautiful money for utilities. And then combinations of checks. Well, Nisi's at $23,000. She went to $50,000. Mark was at $32,000 of 2023 stimulus checks. He went to this graphic, 50,000, then 100,000, then 166,000. And here's Lorraine with her 2023 stimulus checks, and she went from 105,000 to 155,000. Again, we're only at stimulus check A, B, and C from Joe Biden. Dragon, triple member to all three channels, volunteered to the community page, has gotten $170,000 of 2023 stimulus checks. Johnny helped 20 friends and neighbors get $250,000 of 2023 stimulus checks. Big sums of money across the board. So far, we've done stimulus checks A, B, and C. B is the best check for getting 18 months of stimulus checks. But in a second, we're going to go to the check that pays $500,000 of stimulus. We're going to go to the check that pays for a brand new computer, tablet, and laptop. Yeah, you'll open the mailbox and there'll be a brand new computer tablet because you became a member and got that beautiful stimulus check applied for. And we'll go to that brand new stimulus check, well, I should say brand new expansion of an existing stimulus check that happened last night. And if you missed it, well, don't worry, because that's why you're part of the Barrel community. Because when laws get changed, they're often changed on a Friday night at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And guess who misses it? Not me. And not you, because you're going to hear it about it 5 minutes from now. It's coming up in just a second, after we take a break just for a second to take a look at that wonderful membership newsletter. So far you're excited. You like that stimulus check B. It pays 18 months of rent of checks. You like that C because it pays so much money. But you're wondering, okay, how do I get this stimulus? I'm on SSI, I'm on SSDI, I'm on SSA, then I'm low income. I want it. How do I get it? Step 1, go into this video, subscribe. Step 2, go into the video, join the channel. Join either LA1 or LA2 or LA3, doesn't matter which of the channels you're watching. It's the same membership newsletter. Then you go into the membership newsletter and start applying for these incredible stimulus checks. And everyone and their sister and brother is talking about the membership newsletter now. Why? Because it's gotten so much easier, so much bigger, with so many more features for the same original price of that membership newsletter. The membership newsletter has all your incredible stimulus checks, as it always did before. But now, those stimulus checks are updated sometimes on the hour. Last night, stimulus check E, featured in the membership newsletter for over a year, got an update from Department of Treasury at about 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in the middle of the night on a Friday night. Did I miss it? Of course I did not. Did you miss it? Probably not, because we went right into the membership newsletter, a modification last night, and I sent an alert. I said stimulus check E got changed. And it got changed for the better, expanded. Also, the membership newsletter now features the latest details on economic data coming out, job reports, the latest details on stock moves, the latest details on crypto moves, the latest details that impact your wallet. All for the original price of that original membership newsletter was 2 years ago, unchanged. It's the original price point. You don't want to miss becoming a member. So now let's go into that stimulus checks E through K. These are the ones from Congress. And here you go, the breaking news overnight. Stimulus check E, featured on this channel for nearly a year, has the provisions in there from Congress. And last night, Department of Treasury, in the middle of the night, expanded the eligibility and expanded the payout for stimulus check E. What did they do? It's all in the membership newsletter, and it was also sent out as an alert last night, but it's in the membership newsletter right now if you missed it. Stimulus check E has now been expanded to include more vehicles, more payout, and more eligibility than ever before.